Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. It is Wednesday, February the 9th. It's National Cut the Cord Day. How long has it been since we've cut the cord? It's been a while. We haven't had cable for a while. We have local channels.
I was sitting here trying to figure out. I'm like,
Yeah, we've got local channels, and then we've got a lot of the online things. So there are things that we do online, but like actual cable we haven't had in a while. So.
No, not for a very
National
long time.
Bagel and Lox Day today, National Toothache Day today, and National Pizza Day today. I thought we just had Pizza Day. On Facebook, I saw that. I wonder if they had that wrong.
Yeah, somebody. I know that we had some friends that ordered pizza in because it was National Pizza Day, and then they were like, "Apparently, it's not Pizza Day."
Oh, they said that it wasn't Pizza
Yeah.
Day? Ah, okay. Well, there we go. That was my confusion. I'm also excited to visit with Charlene Amoia from How I Met Your Mother and many other programs. I'm going to talk to her about her latest project coming up in a bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Researchers from BYU found that not all people taking selfies are narcissists. In fact, there are three main types of selfie folks: communicators, autobiographers, and self-publicists. So let's start with communicators. They take selfies primarily to engage with friends, family, or followers in a conversation. They're all about two-way communication, like, I voted selfie, those kind of things. Mm-hmm. Next, autobiographers use selfies as a tool to record key events in their lives and preserve significant memories, like, letting others know this photo is, some special thing that I did today. And then last are self-publicists. They're the ones we usually think about when it comes to selfie snappers, but it's actually the smallest of the three groups. They're people who love documenting their entire life, everything they eat, everything they do, everyone they meet, everywhere they go.
Drives me crazy.
Yeah, hoping to present themselves and their stories in a very positive light. So if you're one of those, congrats to you. That's surveys and studies and such. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, did you know? Brought to you by GMDVacations.com. Heidi, did you know a single page of a Spider-Man comic book has been sold for over $3 million?
One page?
Yeah, the page, which depicts Spider-Man's first time donning his infamous all-black suit, fetched $3.36 million at auction. It became the world's most valuable page of original comic book artwork, according to the Heritage Auctions. The winning bidder hasn't been revealed, but whoever it was clearly knew their Spider-Man history. This page came from the 1984 Marvel crossover series Secret Wars. In the story, Spidey encounters an alien symbiote. Sound familiar? Who glooms onto the traditional red and blue suit, which he damaged in battle. So, I don't know what any of that means.
So I wonder what the full book that it was in would be worth.
I don't know. I should probably look and see if I have one. I just
pretty
looked.
sure
I
we
don't have
don't.
one. All right. Didn't take me long. Did you know? Brought to you by GMDVacations.com.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The trailer for the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre is here. It's bloody, it's brutal, as Leatherface fans have come to expect from the movie series. The new film marks the 9th entry into the storied franchise, but it ignores 7 of the 9 films. It's a direct sequel to the original 1974 movie that changed the horror genre forever. The film is set to hit Netflix on February 18th. So looking here, it looks like next week.
Okay.
Also, 64th annual Grammy Awards have been rescheduled and moved out of California. The show will relocate to the MGM Grand in Las Vegas and will air live on Sunday, April the 3rd. The ceremony will once again have an airtime will air live on CBS and stream on demand on Paramount Plus. Trevor Noah, host of The Daily Show, will be the MC. The announcement of all of these changes took place on January 5th. I've got a link to that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Bob Saget's famous friends are continuing to keep his memory alive following his sudden passing last month. John Mayer, Dave Chappelle, Seth Green, Jim Carrey, Chris Rock, and Jeff Ross came together to host a punk rock Shiva for the late star at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles last weekend. It marked the second event of this type. The first was held January 16th. His family, close friends, and fans returned to the scene to pack the club's main room as a way to pay tribute to him, and what turned out to be a sold-out, star-studded benefit for a cause close to his heart. It's a research foundation that was something that meant a lot to him.
Okay.
Anyway, the show went down as a loosely structured free-for-all, according to one in attendance. So, and I think, honestly, Bob Saget would have probably loved that, too, that it was a bit of a free-for-all. And this is interesting. I have a robe hanging in our bathroom. I'm going to see what I can fetch for that thing, because the robe worn by Muhammad Ali before his famous 1965 fight with Sonny Liston is up for auction.
You can get out of your robe.
It could sell for over $500,000.
Oh,
by the way,
my.
if it does, I'm gonna put my my robe on eBay or something. He donned the garment on his way to the ring in the rematch with Liston. Many consider one of the most memorable fights in history. Ali not only knocked out Liston in iconic fashion, but the fight also marked the first time ever he boxed under the name Muhammad Ali. Bids are going to be taken through February 5th. Does that mean it's already done? Man, I got this story the tail end of last week. I think this might already be done. I've got a link to the story, though, if you want to read it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Hey, Charlie, how are you doing?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And we're talking to you. That's why it's called Tuesdays with Charlie. See? It all adds up.
What if I change my name?
Well, then we'd have to call it something else.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like Wednesdays with Juan. I don't know. Something else. So what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about today, Charlie?
Well, let's see here. In China in 2013, scientists were able to grow a human tooth from scratch using stem cells taken from urine.
Why in the world would they even want to do that?
Because they're scientists. They're bored.
Yeah, they were
They got
bored,
nothing to do.
apparently.
Sounds like a waste of time to me, but
Yeah,
what do I know?
I suppose there's some sort of lesson to be learned in all of that.
And then I told you this once before, too, and I know you do this all the time, but you are 3 times more likely to catch a virus on your computer from a religious website than a porn site.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
And you're never on the religious site, so you're okay.
I'm not on the other sites either.
side.
So,
But
I've seen your computer.
in reality, you're far more likely to get a virus with porn people than you are at a religious site. If you're going to church. So I mean, it kind of evens itself
would
out.
you just
really.
stop that? We don't know any of that. All right. As you were saying, Charlie.
And you know what percussive maintenance is?
What is percussive maintenance?
It's a term for hitting the device until it starts working again.
Really? I should do that.
So get out that big hammer and start whacking on stuff.
Yeah, that'll be a little percussive maintenance.
Hey, then in 2011, more than 1 in 3 divorce filings in the U.S. contained the word Facebook.
Yeah, I think we talked about that before. I'll bet that number has gone up, not
I bet
down.
it's gone up too, yeah.
And did I see the other day, Facebook's got a new name? It ain't Facebook no more?
Well, it's still Facebook, but now the company is called Meta.
There you go.
M-E-T-A, Meta.
And they're starting to tank, too.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, there's some stuff not going so good for them, apparently.
You ever go on Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
You don't learn nothing.
No, nothing good anyway. I try to share positive, happy, cheerful things. So if anybody's a friend of mine on Facebook, I try not to put anything negative. I do positive stuff.
Well, you're tanking too. So. Hey, then, bees will get drunk when alcohol is available.
Oh, really?
You can't blame them.
Let's see, and then bouncers, they have their own bouncers at the hive.
The bees do?
The bees do, and they will refuse to let them in until they are sober.
That's super
That's very cool.
That's so cool.
Let me in.
No drunk bees allowed.
Buzz around here. Get out of here. What the hell's wrong with you?
You don't want any brawls.
Hey, all warranty void stickers are removed illegal in the U.S. since 1975.
No kidding.
So your mattresses don't take this.
Yeah, do
out.
not remove under penalty of law.
Yeah.
Yep, you will get arrested by the bed guys.
The bed guys. They're going to take you down.
Leap out of the closet and cuff you.
Hey, then here's one of them things, if you care, it's kind of a newsflash deal.
Okay.
Due to the high demand and their difficulty to grow, avocados could be going extinct soon.
I've heard that.
They're nasty anyway.
Oh, come on. I like them. I think avocados are good. Heidi's not a fan.
What a waste of a green vegetable.
Right? I think so. Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
Are you ready for something from me, Charlie?
Oh, you got something for me?
I do, yeah. Since we're sneaking right up on Valentine's Day, I got the first question here. It's kind of a Valentine's Day theme. It says, men think about sex how many times a day on average?
Well, I'm above average, so I'm going to say 50 times a day.
Jeez.
No. Well, you must be way above average. 19 times a day.
I told you I'm above average.
You are above average. So according to this, men think about sex 19 times a day. How about women? How many times do women think about sex per day?
10.
How many?
10.
Exactly right. 10 times a day.
Really?
Good job, Charlie.
Well, I know, because my wife always says, get away from me, get away from me.
And she does it 10 times a day?
more like 50.
Okay. Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure. We'll chat again soon.
Bye, Daddy.
We'll do her again next Tuesday. Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Your eyes produce about a teaspoon of tears every hour. Sometimes I think my eyes work overtime.
Really?
Yeah, especially when, there's like a sad commercial on, something like that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In a feeding frenzy, sharks sometimes eat parts of their own body.
Oh.
Yeah. Calm down, sharks.
Yeah, really.
Although there have been times, and I'm like,
Chew your
this is so
food.
good. I'm like, oh, wait, did I just bite my hand? What the? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Shoes that were specific to left and right were not made until the U.S. Civil War. Up until that time, shoes were interchangeable.
Really?
Both shoes fit both feet. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the 1600s, French women wore high heels to show that they were too rich to walk. So high heels were high society.
I see.
There you go. Fistful of fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline, England. In the UK, a man robbed a woman's apartment, cleaning out the place. He took absolutely everything, leaving only her engagement ring. Police showed up to investigate. They found a man asleep next door in what used to be a vacant apartment, only it wasn't vacant now. The guy had moved everything from one apartment into the other apartment and was now taking a nap on her couch. So he literally moved all of her stuff across the hall, left her engagement ring, and he's like, I'm just going to live over here now. Does that seem odd to you?
A little bit.
Yeah. He should have at least somehow locked the door or something. How in the world? He robbed the place, moved it next door to his place. Anyway, it seems to me that that's a bit odd. But that is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Danielle Shapiro wanted to get her money's worth at an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet in California.
Oh, boy.
It was a $50 buffet, which, I could understand. If I'm going to... That's a good chunk.
That's a pretty spendy.
But after indulging
buffet.
too much, 32 sushi rolls, some uncooked delights left her feeling a bit raw inside. Following the binge, she had to go to the emergency room.
Oh.
Severe stomach pains. She was diagnosed with gastroesophageal reflux disease, commonly known as acid reflux.
Oh, okay.
So, could she have fixed that with Tums or something?
You would think so. I don't know why that required an emergency room visit.
Well, it must have been really bad. She probably thought she was going to die or something. I'm assuming if you ate a bunch of uncooked stuff and you're like, oh, I don't know what, maybe I should go. I could see that. I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
But,
I just don't eat uncooked stuff.
Hey, that's a good plan, too. That is today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I've got a big, long list here. It's interesting food facts that we're going to get to today. How about this one? Cranberries. You could play hardball with cranberries. Cranberries have also been called bounce berries because when they're ripe, they bounce like a rubber ball. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. How to get rid of garlic breath. If you've got garlic breath, scientists found that apple juice, lemon juice, parsley, spinach, green tea, and mint was the most effective foods to neutralize the offensive scent of garlic. So I don't know if you need to have all of those things.
I think garlic is offensive.
Me neither. And we have room for at least one more. Why do onions make you cry? The strong smell of onions has nothing to do with why you're crying as you cut them. When you cut into an onion, you release strong sulfur compounds that waft upwards towards your eyes. When the gas reacts with the moisture in your eyes, it begins to burn, creating those all too familiar onion tears. There you go. A couple of interesting things on the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. The quote today is from Lucille Ball and William Frawley.
Love her.
Lucy and then Fred Mertz. This is from the TV show I Love Lucy. I bet you'll remember this one. Lucy said, "There's just two things that keep me from dancing in that show." And Fred says, "Your feet?" That was such a well-written,
It really was.
very clever program. We recently watched, what was the name of the show we watched on Netflix?
I didn't
not
like
Netflix.
that one. I
It
can't
was,
remember what it was called,
Amazon Prime,
but I didn't care for that.
But it was kind of like a show about
supposedly
Desi and Lucy. And who was it that played Lucy? I'm trying to remember who it was.
Nicole
Kidman. And there were times that I was like, oh, I see that for sure. And there were other times I'm like, that's just Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty good. Heidi, not so much. Either way, that's your quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GMDvacations.com. Headline, 2 brave men rescue a woman from an apartment fire. This happened in Moscow, Russia, and 2 men are being hailed as heroes. Why? Well, because they're heroes.
Nice.
They saved a woman from an apartment fire in Russia, and I'm looking at photos, and you can watch video of this as well. I've got links to all of that. The incident occurred on the 9th floor of an apartment complex in Russia. This happened tail end of last month, January the 29th. According to the news site RBC, there were no casualties, which is an amazing thing,
right?
Especially after seeing how much devastation there was from this fire. In the video, 2 men climb out of a window on the 8th floor and grab the legs of a girl who is in the window of an apartment on the 9th floor and lower her into their apartment. A dozen people were taken to the hospital. An eyewitness told the TV channel that did this video that both men were injured. One had a burn on his hand. The other had cuts and glass fragments in his wound. And this is just amazing. Can you imagine if there was a fire, and you're going, okay, that's on the 9th floor, we're on the 8th floor, we could probably help, and this lady's trying to get out the window, they open their window and help her out.
That's amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. So, very, very cool story. I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. I know there's a lot of options. There's a lot of stuff out there you could listen to. And I think Heidi would agree, we are absolutely honored that you choose to spend time with us.
Absolutely.
I think it's wonderful. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.